Donald Trump has never touched alcohol. His late older brother, Frederick, was an alcoholic who passed away from a heart attack. Donald's drink of choice is Diet Coke or Pepsi. Donald is the only presidential candidate with his own board game. The Monopoly-style Trump the Game was released in 1989 but discontinued due to poor sales. Donald and his 4 siblings experienced what it's like to work before they became adults. While growing up, their parents allowed them to have part-time after-school jobs.
Trump, we vote for Mr. Trump! Yes! Mr. Trump! We love you!
Swear to you, I think she's totally beautiful and great. I never met her before, I swear. This all started with a People magazine. So here's the story.
Donald Trump toilet paper actually exists. It's toilet paper with Donald's face on it, and it's marketed as soft, ultra-absorbent, and proudly made in China. Donald is an avid golfer and owns 18 golf courses. 12 are in the US, 3 are in Europe, 2 in Asia, and 1 in the Middle East. Donald earned himself a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2007, but his star had to be replaced twice after it was vandalized in 2016 and 2018. Donald Trump was part of WWE's WrestleMania 23. He fought Vince McMahon in a bout called the Battle of Billionaires in front of 85,000 people.
We have Donald Trump there at the top. I'm sure everybody's wondering what you think about, Donald Trump. And
no one's asked me anything.
No one?
Well,
I'm going to ask you right now.
Surprise us about Donald on the dating level. Like when you met, you started dating him. Is he romantic? Is he flirty? Like what?
I just think the first moment I met him, I had a sense like I'd known him before. I think it was much deeper than just whatever you might feel. If you believe in past lives or you don't, it was as if we did know each other. It felt like family, oddly enough.
Melania is only one of 2 first ladies born outside the United States. She grew up in Sevnica, Slovenia. 6th U.S. President John Quincy Adams' wife Louisa was born in London, England. Although Donald and Marla denied it, it's believed Donald's then-wife Marla Maples cheated on him with his bodyguard. It was a police officer who found them together on a deserted beach at 4 a.m. Donald Trump owned the Miss Universe and Miss Teen USA beauty pageants from 1996 to 2015. He sold them to Endeavor Group Holdings, and Fox currently holds broadcast rights.
Is it true that you went on a blind date
Yes.
with Donald Trump?
Yes. I was 18. He was a nice-looking guy. I mean, he was. He came and he picked me. It was like a blind date. He called me in the dorm, and I was bored. So, yeah, he was wearing a burgundy 3-piece suit with burgundy patent leather boots, and he was in a burgundy limousine.
Donald attended military school when he was 13, where he spent 5 years. It was his father who enrolled him in hopes of teaching Donald more discipline and focus. Donald gets a surprising 4 to 5 hours of sleep every night with a bedtime of 12 or 1 a.m. He declared he's been a short sleeper his whole life and it's all he needs to function. Donald's a germaphobe and tries to avoid handshakes as much as possible. He refers to them as barbaric. Famous handwriting expert Tracy Trussell analyzed Donald's signature, and she believes it expresses wild ambition, bravery, hunger for power, and stubbornness.
Meet somebody else, and there was this great supermodel sitting next to Melania. I was supposed to meet this supermodel. Forget about her. Who's the one on the left? And it was Melania.
Did you like him right away?
It was a great chemistry and energy. It was something was there right away. Just live lives, and then one day, surprise.
Donald Trump once filed a $5 million lawsuit after being called the son of an orangutan. The words were said by an American comedian, Bill Maher. Donald ended up dismissing the lawsuit not long after. Donald's favorite food is steak and pasta, but he also enjoys fast food like KFC and McDonald's. When it comes to snacks, he loves Oreos and Lay's potato chips. Donald was 24 years old when he became the president of his father's business, Elizabeth Trump and Son Company. Donald Trump has a bachelor's degree in economics from the prestigious Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Other famous attendees include Elon Musk and Warren Buffett.
fans, you know, women. He polled really low with women, young women, millennials who were really keen on him. And so I had spoken to all of them, and the one thing that they had all said was about Donald Trump's charisma and his energy and all of those things. So I was...
The surname Trump is actually German, with records showing it dates back to the 17th century. Donald has distant family ties to the founder of the famous condiment brand Heinz. His ancestor, Friedrich Trump, was Henry J. Heinz's second cousin. One of Donald's favorite places to visit is his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. He bought the property in 1985 for $5 million. Donald Trump is one of the tallest men to ever grace the White House. He is the second tallest U.S. president, standing at 6'3". Abraham Lincoln was 6'4". Donald's favorite actor is Jack Nicholson. The two have been photographed together, and Donald sees him as a big inspiration.
I heard a rumor that you once dated Donald Trump.
What?
Is that true?
Yes.
You did?
Well, I don't know.
Like
I
a date?
I had a dinner with him. I had dinner with him.
You had dinner, the two of you?
Sex? Sex or not? Did you see him naked?
Wait.
Kim could have been our first lady.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That would have been amazing.
Donald has an acting role in the 1989 comedy fantasy movie Ghosts Can't Do It. He even won a Razzie for Worst Supporting Actor for playing himself in the movie. Donald Trump earned a staggering salary for presenting The Apprentice. After 192 episodes, he ended up with over $200 million and the product licensing under his name. Donald is not a stranger to being involved in lawsuits. He's been sued over 3,000 times by people and corporations. Most people would be surprised to know Donald Trump doesn't wear a wig. After someone told him he wears the worst wig they'd ever seen, Donald revealed it's his real hair.
I didn't think he was my type, but it just ends up happening. You clicked, yeah. He was very funny, and he had a really good personality.
Unlike other famous people, Donald was very active on his social media accounts. He enjoyed sharing his opinions on current affairs and leaving comments on high-profile accounts. His comments were known for being polarizing. Donald is insecure about his hands, after being on the receiving end of insults over the years. During a political debate, U.S. Senator Marco Rubio referred to Donald as having the hands of someone who is 5'2". Donald is the richest president in history and the very first billionaire president. The 33rd U.S. President, Harry S. Truman, had the smallest net worth with less than $1 million.
Did you find him to be alluring in any way?
He was a handsome, he was a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
And a douche.
Okay.
Donald operated Trump University from 2005 to 2010. Even though it was not an accredited educational institution, the university offered courses in real estate, wealth creation, asset management, and entrepreneurship. Donald's father started him on his entrepreneurship journey. He gave Donald a loan of $1 million, which Donald acknowledges was paid back with interest. Spy magazine sent out tiny checks to 58 of the richest people between 1986 and 1988 as an experiment. They wanted to see who would continue cashing them in. Donald Trump and Saudi arms dealer Adnan Khashoggi were the only ones to cash in the 16-cent check.
He didn't even so much as lay a finger on me. I mean, he, after 3 dates, pecked me on the cheek goodnight and was the perfect gentleman.
Donald is not a fan of exercise, believing his body would get destroyed with too much of it, so he sticks to playing golf and moving around the course in a golf cart instead of walking. Donald Trump's official nickname is the Donald. His wife Melania is sometimes referred to as the Slovenian Sphinx by gossip publications. Donald funded various playgrounds and parks in Israel during the early 80s, and this earned him the Jewish National Fund Tree of Life Award. He also received the Ellis Island Medal of Honor and the Person of the Year in 2016.